That's all the info you need. Remember there was a band called Utah Saints. Does anybody remember Utah Saints? Yeah, Pringle definitely was before your time, mate. Hannah, have you been taking jokes off Pringle? It's outrageous. Cuddle, do you remember the 2012 Olympics, or was you not born then? Oh! I don't think so, Creeper. We have to carefully pick people. Can we get the shame bell for Hannah? I so need to get that soundbite, but it's apparently got a lot of background noise on it. Modric, dude, can you not post just loads and loads of emotes? Like, really? Like a 4-year-old going, hey, look at all my emotes. It's so funny. Can you just not do that? Thanks. I mean, feel free to chat and have a conversation. That's cool. Use the odd emote. That's what they're for, but don't just post like 30 emotes for no reason. Yeah, Hannah, I need a good soundbite of the shame bell. Where, you know, Game of Thrones, where they're going, shame, shame. If you've never seen Game of Thrones, you won't have a clue what I'm talking about, but... that one. But I need a good quality soundbite of it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, well, if you can, make 'em den. What we need is like the bell and the woman shouting shame from Game of Thrones. Well, I thought you had, Hannah. That's why I thought you'd understand what I was talking about. What time did we start the convoy? I need to remember. I need to work out what my time changes are. Not in this convoy, Chris. We had an accident in the last one. You didn't know it was a reference to that Cersei scene? Yeah, it's exactly that scene.
Hey, special delivery.
When they come out of the big cathedral And she's walking down the steps and the bell's ringing and they're all going, shame, shame, shame. That one. That exact scene. Benjamin with 1,000 bits. Don't know if you have any tips, but I am struggling with Linux commands and arguments for school. Any help you give will be appreciated. What help do you need, Benjamin? That's a very generic question. I don't know how we can help. What is it you're struggling with? You gotta learn the commands or something? I'm amazed, D-Casper. I would love to watch the whole of Game of Thrones again. If I had time in my life, I would. I'd love to just binge watch it. Yeah. Isn't the final season next year, isn't it? Jack Griff, welcome back. Oh my god, Ray, use cruise control, bro. This is impossible.
Happy anniversary.
I'm trying to work out what cruise control speed is going for. Well, I drop back about every 15 minutes, but I don't know what time I started, so it's a bit difficult.
Hey, hey, hey! Special delivery!
Jack Griff is almost on 2 years. Thank you, Jack Griff. Benjamin Stubbs, yeah, I have to learn all the commands for TC, SH, shell, and C shell, and bash, and all the arguments for all of them. Eek. Why would you have to learn that? That doesn't make any sense, Benjamin. That doesn't really make any sense. Like, nobody learns... You know, you learn the commands, but nobody learns all the arguments, because you just type MAN space command, and it'll tell you everything about that command. So you don't generally memorize stuff like that. You need to know what commands to do certain things. Starts at 35. That sounds a bit early. I mean... It just sounds like a memory exercise, Benjamin. Which is a bit weird because it's... If you're doing some kind of Linux administration course, it's more about learning how to do things. Like how to get stuff done. Like you've got a new user, you have to add them to these group policies and set the policies up to do certain file permissions on certain folders and things like that, and use storage quotas, and how do you do all that stuff, or which files you need to go and edit. How do you edit the sudoers list? You know, all that stuff is what you need to know, not what is the... Can you list 10 different command arguments for Xcopy? Well, no. But why do I need to be able to do that? I should probably change in a few minutes. I'll probably drop back a group. So, I don't know, Benjamin. I'm a bit confused, bro, about how to help. Not that I know of, Cuddle. Yeah, I was going to say, like, Bash is by far the most common shell these days.
Hey, hey, hey! Special delivery!
Actually answered, thanks, also keep up the good work. Well, you know, I can help any way I can, Benjamin, but... knowing how to get stuff done is more important than the actual details of the commands, I think. getting somewhere to drop down a group in a minute, I think. Can I help you with your English homework, Jekyll and Hyde? I'm gonna get on the straight bit, and I'm gonna let them pass. We'll drop back a group. I'll report to the next group now. Right, there goes Andy in a Volvo. There goes Ardo in a Scania. Old school. Andreas in a Scania. Mr. D in a Scania. KG6 in a Volvo. Mr. Gazman in a Volvo. Is somebody keeping track? You reckon Timo drives a Volvo or a Volkswagen? I don't know, TW, I didn't organise it. From Paul, we forgot to rake Minion's pink Renault. Now it will be terrorise the roads everywhere. It must be stopped. I almost think it should have been a thing, bro. Yeah, it would have been more in the convoy because we had a few people drop out at the last minute. Always happens. Hannah, we worked it out for the first one. We worked it out for the first convoy. I think it was like, there was one Iveco, one MAN, I think there was one Merc. There's about 2 or 3 Volvos maybe, and everything else was Scania. Oh yeah, was there one death previous? You're welcome, Misty Miles. It's just a fun community event. It's for everybody, really. Mike Lit, welcome back. You've been playing Forza Horizon 2. Should be on 3, surely.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Is there a way for it to provide feedback about the Convoy example email address or via Discord slip? I haven't even considered that.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
I'm not really sure, actually. Slip. Yeah, there's Sunday night trucking tomorrow day. Squirrel Logistics 5 months, I can smell a nut from a month away. I mean, it depends on what kind of feedback it's going to be. Is it going to be like a big long thing or just like a suggestion, like a one sentence thing? Horizon 4 in the UK and it has racing trucks in it. Ha! I'd really want them to add like proper truck racing into iRacing. That would be awesome. Why is bait camembert so good? I don't know. It really is.
Happy anniversary.
The best one I ever had was in France. It was just amazing. They put it, I think it was with orange, and I was like, with orange? How does this work? And it was so good. Like an orange marmalade it came with. And a hot camembert, like an orange marmalade and some crackers and bit like French biscuit type bread. That was something. Matt, 2984, thank you for 14 months. Enjoy the festival, Benjamin. Glad I could help, Strider. ETS2 Cannonball Run. Lol. Yeah, it sounds like it shouldn't work, Alex, but honestly, it was just the best. Me and Mrs. Squirrel, like, bought some camembert. We were in France when we had it, and we bought some camembert, took it home, and tried to just mimic what they'd done, and we just failed miserably. It was so good. Good night, Joku. Cucumber and mustard go together quite well. Never tried it. This cucumber doesn't really taste of anything though, does it? Like, it has a taste, but it's not really tasty, if that makes sense. Yeah, Flight Sim Con's in Orlando next year. Next year. Benjamin, not this year. Homemade cheesecake. Pretty certain Mr. Squirrel's done cheesecake before, yeah. The problem with homemade cheesecake is it's different for everybody. Yeah, the base, yeah, Gregorius, I agree. I think the base is very hard to get right in a cheesecake, like to do properly. I think the British Bake Off comes back on TV shortly. They always have, like, to bake a cake. There's always, like, a technical challenge they have to do. Bread's always on there, dessert's always on there. I have a cheesecake in the fridge, I want to eat it so bad. Brie and bacon. Yeah, brie and bacon works nicely. You watch the Australian Bake Off? I've never seen it. Wackaday, how you doing, bro? Is it Sunday morning for you or something hacky? Pringle's hungry. Rip. $5 AM on Sunday where you are. 5 AM? Dude. Yeah, we're good. Thank you, Wackaday. Just getting ready for a big kitchen refit that starts on Monday. Good job, Mrs. Scrubs prepared some grub. Yep, she's been busy making hot pots and pies and other things. Wait, what? You've been driving around St. Helens all day? Doing a move for my mother? St. Helens? Wackaday? Have you got a St. Helens in Australia? That's really spooky. Good night, Jetro. Tattoo? Tattoo? Tommy, tattoo? You live in the UK? Wait, what? I think I'm getting you confused with the Venga. That's what it is. I think I'm getting you confused with the Venga. St. Helens. How is St. Helens?
Happy anniversary.
Ah, you're from Warrington. That makes sense now. Warrington lad. The one-way system of doom, that's what Warrington is. Alpha Y, thank you for 4 years, bro. Enjoy that new acorn. I think I need to drop back a group. Must be high time. Mainly Prescott today. You live in Ellesmere Port now. You stayed local then, really, haven't you? Yeah, I'm waiting for a straight bit of road bender. Can't really do it here. Love going out in Chester. I like Chester. I like Cheshire as a county. It's nice. I'm just like... It's the weather. It's a lot more rainy up there than it is in Essex. I think that was a Scania went past. Tech James and a Scania. Ninja Shots and a Volvo. Mr. No Name. I think that was a Scania went past. Mills and a Volvo. Who's this? Blizzard Rail. Scania. Impa and a Volvo. Another Volvo from Sam Gamgee. Dominus Scania was next group. Train Sim Fan. Custard. Wait, what was the next... what was the next group? There we go. Captain Jack. Nice one, Citrus. Yeah, there's a little bit of a gap there, isn't there, bro? You could see the draw distance then, like you couldn't see anything, and then all of a sudden the lights appear on the hill, but you couldn't see all the trucks from miles away. I think Citrus needs to turn his main beams off. Hey Warmaz, welcome back. Has Jack got a boat again? He likes that boat, he's attached to it. I think somebody needs to tell Jack he actually has to deliver the boat. SF Giants, have a good night. Really? SG? Is that just in the, which file is that in, SG?
Welcome to the Nut House.
Speedy there, look. Mr. Warmaz, welcome to the Nut House, sir. Thank you for your support, Warmaz. Good night, Kenworth. Rassian. What if Captain Jack's looking for an ocean? He probably needs to go north. See, if I get lost, I've got my compass. No, I just said there's no convoy tomorrow. You bet you won the boat on Bullseye. I don't know what Bullseye is. That was before my time, Pringle. Good night, Pampezi. Sub gift hype, Benjamin Stubbs. TW33, Bossa Nova 908. The Bad Gardener. Thank you for gifting subs there, Benjamin. Appreciate that, sir. Squirrel yes and Emol best? Noi best? Can I show the map? Hang on. There you go. Hope that helps.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Thanks, Benjamin, for sub-gifting, sir.
Welcome to the Nut House.
And to BFG Drifter. Welcome, BFG. Thank you very much again, Benjamin. I don't think it... Well, it is Sunday for people in Australia's Longshi, but it's for Saturday for me.
Welcome to the Nut House.
And a gift is Longshi as well. Thank you very much, Benjamin. What a boss.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Cirrus Max, how you doing, sir? I hope you're well.
Welcome back, Nutter.
And another sub gift to Adam101105. Thank you, Benjamin.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Ah, that was the Mirror Draw SG, gotcha. Holy gifted subs, Benjamin.
Nutter.
JTF, Zale14, Plutosian, Henker, and Ruse Clementine. Please remember to thank Benjamin for gifting you a sub. Thank you so much, dude.
Welcome to the Nut
That's
House.
awesome gifting. It's not a sub war. He's gifting them all out, Benjamin. Benjamin's just gifting them all out. Not having a war with anyone.
Welcome to the Nut House.
How's life in the States, Max?
Welcome to the Nut House.
New sub Doran.
To the Nut House.
I missed that one. Welcome, Doran. What time am we due another change? Is it 5 minutes?
Nutter.
Trent, welcome back. Thank you, Globetroller, for gifting a sub to Trent. Well, it looks like a fairly smooth convoy so far. I've not seen any incidents yet. Globetroller has gifted a sub to ETS Simfan in Compertus and Jenzins. Welcome, guys. Thank you very much, Globetroller. It's very generous.
Welcome back.
I don't know, TW. Maybe happened today. What plane was your exam plane? I've not sat it yet, Creeper. It'll be a Robin HR200.
Welcome back.
Got to get my qualifying solo cross country done this week. Andy J, welcome back. Sub bomb is real. Five minutes to change, okay. So what are the convoys in TMP? Can streamers just organize convoys at TMP staff? You go to the TMP website, and if you want to like organize an event, I think you just need to speak to them though. There's TMP staff in the stream though. Does that mean you can fly 737s? No. Not at all. Now that's a whole different ball game. There you go. I Hobbit, speak to him. How did you join the Discord, Adam? If it's been more than an hour since you subbed, then have a look at the instructions. You need to leave it an hour though, because otherwise it doesn't sync up with Discord properly. You're off, Benjamin.
Aye.
Have a good one, sir. Thank you for gifting all those subs. Appreciate that, Benjamin. Thank you. Stephen, vodka and Jaeger. What could go wrong? Quite a lot. There's Mr. Hobbit. Only had 2 days off since I came back from Nice 3 weeks ago. Second on the heavy stuff of my 3 days well earned. Oh my god, dude. You need to go easy on that, Stephen C.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Public Safety Dan, welcome back. Oh yeah, Aerospike, yeah. Yeah, your license basically, it's very restrictive. Your license will let you fly single engine prop, but even then, if you want to fly a Cessna, you're going to have a few hours of cross training on that, because each plane is different, you know. But if you want to do multi-engine, completely different. If you want to do jets, completely different. If you want to fly and have passengers that are paying, utterly different. Even a different medical. Well, that's a view. Pity we can't see it, but that's a nice view. I'll never be able to fly 747s along, she. Not a real one. Yeah, I can take people up in a single engine prop as long as they're not paying. That's why it's called a private pilot's license, yeah? If people want to pay me, I'm not allowed to fly. Simple as that. And that means monetary or gift. Like if somebody goes, oh, if you take me up to Scotland in your plane, I'll give you this like motorbike, you know. Like no, that's considered payment. Well, yeah, I know that better, but somebody's got to pay the cost of all that flying, haven't they? Le Vanquish. Thank you for 32 months. Right, let's, where's the best place to drop back? See you, Citrus, and your Volvo. SR Ness. I didn't catch what that was. I think it was a Scania. Mr. Wild Ferret. Old school Scania. Hypercane. Scania, I think. Whoa. It's like he's being lit by candles. Who's this? Gamma. Gamma 10. Daniel White. It's Haribo. You'd love to do flying lessons, Flug. Yeah, it's... Even just PPL, it's a lot of money. You gotta be committed. You're gonna have to pass 9 exams, you know? Andy, 2 years, 24 months, can't believe. Can't wait for another 12 months of lurking and watching. Thank you very much, Andy. I would say enjoy the golden acorn, but if you never say anything in chat, you don't see it. Enjoy the look. Nine exams, yeah. Well, it is in the British PPL. It's different in the States. They have a thing called ground school, which is like a big kind of wrapped up exam. In the UK, they kind of split it into 9 different exams. Which I kind of prefer anyway. I think each of the exams, like if you looked at all 9 and then looked at the American ground school, I think the 9 exams go into more depth in total. But I just like the fact that they break up the subjects. It kind of makes it easier to focus on them. Alright, so long as you have a good one. I don't know about the Australian or the New Zealand one, Aerospike. I don't know how they do it over there. Well, I want to pass my test, Fat Cowboy, so that I can do the night rating as we go into winter. That would be ideal. Night rating's tricky to do where I am because they can't land after 6 and the weather needs to be good, so it's kind of a... It's like lining up planets, you know? You gotta pick the days when the weather's nice and it's winter, which is not easy. If you're streaming in the evening, it might be a bind. Well, not really, Egregious. If it was a choice between, oh, you can do an hour of your night rating on Thursday evening or stream, I'll be like, I'll do the night rating and stream after. Like, I can move one around, I can't move the other around. When do the clocks change in the UK? They normally change around 20... Last Sunday in October, I think it is when the clocks change in the UK. Yeah, night rating gives you the ability to fly at night, Viper. So when you first get your license in the UK, you're allowed to fly in what they call visual conditions. Yeah, so you can look out the window, you can see the ground, you can see for a few kilometers, there's no clouds around you. Maybe clouds above you within like 500 feet or something, but that's what they call VMC. Whereas at night, you're not allowed to fly. So you've done your night rating. In America, that's part of the course, so that you get your night rating as part of it, I think. Chuv Twitch, welcome to the Net House, Chuv. Thank you very much for your support. Appreciate that. Well, Viper, just a private pilot, nothing commercial. Just so I can fly and enjoy myself, really. Yeah, I just want to get it wrapped up now. Been doing it over a year. Yeah, you get parts like in winter where you just can't fly. I mean, like November last year, I pretty much didn't fly. My mum died in November. Then December, the weather's bad, and you've got Christmas. January, the weather's bad. So, like, winter's a bit of a mess. You need to get a lot of it done in spring, summer, if you can. Destination. The Dane is Dortmund. What's going on? What's going on?